to the live shot here of the total eclipse. This is from the ground in Vermont. Now, as I reported a little earlier, when you had these viewing stations and viewing parties all across other parts of America, they generally had about 4 minutes of darkness, where day turned into night, then back into daytime again. This one's taken longer. This has been about 15, 16 minutes. And that may have something to do with the fact that we're pushing further deep into the East Coast now. I might ask Fred Watson about this when he's on the program a little bit later, or I could just ask Dr Sarah Marwick about this now. She's a solar eclipse chaser. Now, she's been chasing eclipses from all over the world for 25 years. She saw the one today. Dr Sarah Marwick joins us live now from Geneva in New York. Sarah, good to see you. What did you make of it today?
Good to see you. So I can officially now say I've seen 7 eclipses. It's amazing.
How does this one compare?
Oh, they're all different, but this is just as good. This one was slightly overcast, but we did manage to see the corona. I was a little bit worried there for a minute. I wasn't going to be able to see it, but actually we did, and it was beautiful. It was amazing. We're in the middle of upstate New York.
Yeah, let's just bring up this live shot one more time because oh, there we go. Look, now it is beautiful. Is that why you chase eclipses?
No, that's what I can see right now. If I look up, I can see something very similar to that right now. But about 45 minutes ago, what we actually saw was the full eclipse with the corona. And there was like a black hole in the sky. That it was a little bit cloudy, so we couldn't see the full detail, but it was still there. It was beautiful, and we saw the moon's shadow racing towards us.
Yeah, why do you chase them? Why have you done so many? What brings you back?
It's a beautiful spectacle. I mean, it's awesome. It's totally awesome in every sense of the word. But it's also an emotional impact. So it's not just about seeing it. And this is why you have to see it. And the photos can't really do it justice, because it's more about a sense almost of the universe aligning up for you at that moment. You know, we're probably the only place in the universe where we can see it. Solar eclipses, and normally the moon and the sun, they just do their thing and we don't pay much attention to them, but at this moment we see them, and it makes you incredibly privileged and incredibly lucky, but also makes you feel so small and insignificant at the same time.
Well, I mean, that's a pretty good response to that. I've got to say, Doctor, you've laid it out on the line there very well. So I mean, I'm enjoying watching it, I have to say. But, you know, and you might be able to appreciate the fact that ancient civilizations and ancient tribes actually, when they came across this, according to the articles that I've read anyway, thought that they were messages from the heavens.
Absolutely. I mean, I know the science behind it, and now modern, you know, we know what's happening and we know when this is going to appear. It's been predicted for thousands of years in advance. But just seeing it, you can imagine if you didn't know it was coming and suddenly the lights went out.
Yeah.
Where's the sun? You know, someone's stolen the sun. You must be terrified.
Yeah. So
and you wouldn't know what was going on at all.
You wouldn't. So can you tell me why this particular eclipse is taking a while? So for the most part, they've been roughly 3 to 4 minutes, right? If you've had good weather, if you've had clear skies. This one in Vermont has been going for about maybe 20 minutes by now.
So are you talking about the partial phases of the eclipse? Because the total phase where you see the full corona, as you can see on my T-shirt, this thing here, that in here is about 3.5 minutes. But from start to finish, from when the moon begins to cross the shadow, cross into the sun, to when it leaves the sun, that's about 3 hours altogether. So what we've got here is just the tail end of it. So you can see the crescent, and that circle is the moon slowly moving away. But about 45 minutes ago, it was completely covering, and that's the 3.5 minutes. If you were in Texas, you'd have got 4.5 minutes.
Wow.
But
well explained,
that's
Sarah.
not where I was.
So when's the next one going to be?
August 2026. That one crosses
Same
from
spot?
Iceland and then across Spain. No, Iceland, and then Iceland or Spain are the places to go to see that one.
All right, not
and
far
then the
away.
one
Will you be
after that
there?
is in North Africa. I will. I hope so. I'll do everything I can be to get there. But the really good one is the one after that, which is in North Africa in 2027, because that one is 6.5 minutes long, and it's the longest this century. for the rest of this century, that one.
Might try and see if our bosses will book us a flight to that one too. We'll see. Dr. Sarah
Absolutely.
Marwick, really good to have you with us. Thank you so much this morning, and thanks for answering my question.